Hello, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. As I was saying in the last part, I don't remember if I finished saying it or not, but I did Natsuki run first because she was my favorite, and because there's not a lot of people who do the Natsuki run, so it's kind of a little something different than most of the other people's vids. But anyway, I kind of feel like Yuri and Natsuki kind of seem like secondary options, and like Sayori was the one you were supposed to pick. I kind of feel like that's the way it's supposed to be at the moment. I mean, you could pick any of them, but I kind of feel like you were kind of meant to choose Sayori. Anyways, let's get back to it. Alright, since we're doing Sayori, we're going to show it to her first. Alright, Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Dots. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Octile. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an octile poem. That's what makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Octile. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. You're trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much of this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. And then, yeah, we've already seen this. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be so mean. I tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It comes out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I have to be careful about skipping through stuff. I don't want to make that like, the last part I caught myself when I was skipping through everything, and I started to notice that, the dialogue was different than how it usually was. So, let's see how Natsuki reacts to our poem. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. We've seen this. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling. I don't think any of this is new. Alright. Let's see how Yuri reacts. Dots. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. Forgot to start speaking. Wait. I thought it said multiple times last time we showed her a poem. I could be wrong, though. Just imagining things. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. Did I double-click? No, I didn't. I'm worried about missing anything new. I just need to put my thoughts in the words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I don't think this is new at all. Because I'm guessing every girl has a reaction for when they don't like the poem. At least for different people. Like, they notice when it's meant to appeal to a certain person. But I think on the first day, they just have the same response to when the poem's not meant for them. And we hadn't seen the Natsuki one before, but we've already seen the Yuri one. So, I don't think there's anything new. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Alright, now let's do Monica. Hi, Octile. Having a good time so far? Yeah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you're having suggestions, blah blah bleep, blah blah blah. Alright. Does she say anything? I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. So, Monica's kind of like a check-in station. Like, if you do her, she'll say who would like it. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. You don't say! Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Nope, no you won't. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Best way to blah blah. La ba ba. Don't force yourself, huh? That's too bad. Oh yeah, I wanted to point this out, now that we're back to it. So, now that you've seen an entire playthrough of the game, if you hadn't before, I mean, reading through this, you can kind of get, you can get a general idea of everything, The The hole in the wall represents a computer screen and such. She realizes she's trapped in the game. And yeah. So what do you think? It's very, freeform. Oh, this part! When they get into the argument. Do a little click and click. Did you say I like it? Yeah, okay. Alright, I wonder what happens if I call Sayori in. That's what I'm gonna do this time. Alright, so even though my opponent didn't appeal to either of them, they're still kinda pandering to me a little bit. Throwing dirt and such. Alright. So what's clicking? So of course that's going to be... Alright, let's call for Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting and making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Fucking hell. Using it. Octile. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. Do I still have to choose? It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly... I love so much so... I thought we were gonna call her in and she would like help. No, we just used her as a fucking scapegoat. This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Whoa, underscores. They used underscores. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Oh, she's tearing up a little. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. Couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really... Wait. Oh yeah. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. So I really feel like Sayori was like, you were meant to do her, because you're also getting a lot more of Monika, I've noticed, doing this too. I could be wrong though, but it seems like we're getting more glimpses into Monika than we were when we were going with the Natsuki route. Like we're actually talking to her a bit more, like on a personal level of of sorts. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it's worth it. It was alright, mostly. Da ba ba da. La ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba da. You know, I wonder what would happen if I like tried making a poem that appealed to everybody. Because it's 20, I can't make a perfect split, but I could do like 7, 7, and 6. The 6 would be for Sayori. And then I wonder. I'll try that sometime. I got a lot of stuff I want to try. This game's interesting. Anyways, let's make a save. Oh, has it really been? Oh, it's only been like 14 minutes. What am I saying? We got time. All right. Unrequited. If I remember, unrequited has to do with, like, when I hear the word, I think of, like, unrequited love, which is basically rejection. Makes me think of how we denied her rejection. It's another reason why I wanted to do this. I wanted to accept her confession this time around. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I went with Yuri right after doing Natsuki. Hopeless. Love. Empty. Marriage. Defeat? Okay. Suicide made Yuri jump. Alright. For a moment I was worried it was... Why was I worried? Would have been... I'm not gonna lie, I would have giggled. Fuck, who am I kidding? I would have fucking outright started bursting with laughter, ruffling just everywhere had made her jump. I was really expecting it too. I wonder... Ooh, what if it changes later? I'm gonna try it again later, because I wonder if Sayori is still gonna go into being suicidal. If it does, like if I start to notice she starts doing the suicide thing, where she's like giving off little hints, I'm gonna pick suicide again when I make a poem to see if it changes anything. Alright, let's see. What do I gotta do next? Family. Tears. Imagination? Oh, that's for her. Damn it. Didn't mean to. Childhood. Alright, just for like fucking... Alright, just to off balance the fact that we picked Yuri a couple times. Alright. Really? Promise. Sadness. Forgive. Feel like shame. And then hope. And fear. Alright. It's just so weird because she's passed off as such a happy character. And like her whole thing's like happy and sadness, and you wouldn't expect the sadness thing, but it's just so off-putting. Another day passes. It's time for the club meetings already. Got a little bit more comfortable. Enter the club room. Hi, Octile. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to being in the club, that's all. Alright. I think what it does the first black screen is when it activates basically what your poem appeals to. So I'm gonna skip to then. Alright, yep, I figured it out. So when the screen turns black, it activates the poem thing, and then based off who you wanted your poem to appeal to, that's who you hang out with. first day, because my opponent killed Natsuki, I went to the closet where she was. And then... Alright, so if I choose Yuri, I would be reading the book with her, and if I choose Natsuki, I'd be going to the closet, but we didn't. Now, Sayori's coming. Alright. We're getting a better understanding of the game. Octile, Octile. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Octile to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Ah, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Octile?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something.
Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway?
I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Octile, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. Did I say it out loud? Oh, I just didn't say anything. Wait. Did I say it out loud? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. There weren't quotation marks. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist a stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. To what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself in the hallway again. Oh, I forgot to say around. Hey Octile, the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by and the croc died, Susie went and left us for some foreign guy. I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going and venturing with Sayori brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Nostalgia. The two of us enter the classroom. This looks like the same one we were in before when we got dragged to the club. Probably is, actually. Sayori heads, like, the art and such. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading colors and names. Alright, that one's down. Don't get distracted. Oh, that's one down. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Why'd you grab her by the waist? You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I thought we picked her up. Why is she... I have a question. Has anyone ever tried sitting like that? It's not comfortable. It's not at all. I don't know why they always depict people sitting. It's not comfortable. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Octile. Would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Fucking hell. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as ice pack rather than the drink. But I know Sayori likes I don't know any vending machine that sells apple juice. I mean, I don't think there are any in school that sell pop. At least not here. It fucking sucks. But, I was thinking he was gonna just, like, get a bottle of water or some shit. Or, like, some, I know there's, like, other vending machines that have, like, weird juices. The ones we have at my school have Propel. It's amazing. Like Propel. Anyone ever had Propel? It's a Gatorade brand drink. It's pretty good. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. It's just so weird. Juice in a vending machine. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and uses the other one to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Why is it getting sad music? At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? Oh my god, it's a square bottle! It's fucking hilarious. It's for your forehead, you idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Octile. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Huh? What do you mean? You know, we used to play outside all the time. I always tried to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. And I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. Guess I was always so focused on my games I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably would have hit your head. Octile. I think you realize it. You're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that.
And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so
Fucking long, god dang. Really, maybe you're right. Octile. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you really think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. Wait, did it say end? Oh, each end. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. Guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. upbeat music. I followed Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Yeah, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Octile. Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, I think this is a good spot to end it. Ah, we're already using more save points. Wait. Alright, this hasn't been as long as I thought it had. I guess we can keep going. Let's show our poem to Sayori. Dots. Octile, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's, and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking. When I'm thinking about you. What the fuck is this? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. It doesn't mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. I'm guessing they're referencing when she fucking lit the kitchen on fire from cooking. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you. Do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Octile. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Exclamation points. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. This is great. All this is great. I feel a mighty need to keep checking the history just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So, are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends out to pick up the piece she dropped. But being an attempt of surroundings, she bumps into me. Did it say right into me? Yes, it did. This is why I keep checking. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. The bottles thing. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. And then I believe we've seen this. Flashback to when I said queepy instead of creepy. It's quite queepy. A little queepy poem from Shayowi. Alright, enough of that fucking... Alright, let's go with Natsuki real quick. Let's see how she reacts to not liking your poem. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew. What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. They're all fucking noticing! No! You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she probably would have just fly away letting go of a... Wait. Oh, she would just fly away letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I was supposed to show you my poem. Here. How to Kill a Mockingbird. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's is way too short. Warming up. And then we've seen this. See, I think I'm getting it. There's like little sections of the game that will be affected by our poem making decisions. Alright, we'll go to Monica. I think because I had Sayori jump in and help, neither of them are affected by who I asked to help in the argument. Like it ended neutral. I got more. Oh my god. My friend keeps texting me about my fucking shift tomorrow. Because we're co-workers. And like, I'm just dreading it. And so many people are planning on not showing up because they fucking hate working there. Yuri. Let's see what you have written for today. Well done, Octa. I remember. She didn't even like show us our poem the second day because we sided with Natsuki and she read her poem and it was for Natsuki, so that was like the last straw. So everything right now is new and exciting. Well done, Octile. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming for you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods timidly hands me your poem. So we never got to read this. And... oh, I don't like reading cursive. God damn it. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. Enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments? The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You can see we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandis my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I actually like that I fucking know this, because I'm taking psychology. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? So, them two ain't gonna, like, hate each other in this playthrough, I don't think. She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's, well, it's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Yes, it is. Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. Oh, trust me, I know all about ranting. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, let's finish up with Monica, and then we'll end this part. Hi again, Octile. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. It's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them a share of time. Their share of time. You can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Load me. Oh, did I not scroll down before? Because I don't remember reading load me. Save me. I went on the wiki because I did research a lot of this game after I finished the run. Like, not so much watching videos, but just like looking up different stuff. One of the things I did was I went on a wiki for each of the characters, just to read a little bit about them. And it's funny because it lists all their ages as 18, even though that's a fucking lie. They're in high school. Alright, so yeah. This was on the wiki, I believe. So this poem, this one stuck out specifically because I was trying to look up stuff about Monica and the whole like fucking room thing. You know, when she was in the room talking to us. And I was also looking up the special poems a little bit, though I didn't look too much into that because I kind of forgot. But yeah, this poem has to do with the fact that because she's sentient and everything, or maybe it doesn't have to do with the fact that she's sentient, but even when the game turns off, like, she's still aware and shit. And, she kind of suffers. When, you know, when the game's off, she's just there, and it's just noise and everything. And, yeah. So, like, every time we turn off this game, it's just torture until we turn it back on. And I haven't touched the shit in, like, weeks. So, yeah. It hasn't been weeks. It's been 1 week exact, actually. But anyways, yeah. I just thought I'd bring that up. Every one of her poems breaks the fourth wall. Oh. Hey, she gave the save tip one. Okay, everyone. Wait. Doesn't Yuri say something? Yeah, okay. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say... Yuri? Huh. Wonder why it's Yuri now instead of Natsuki. I figured since I was doing a Sayori route, it might have been Monica. Because I figured, you know, if I do the Yuri route, it's going to be Yuri. If I do Natsuki, you know, it's Natsuki as we learn. But I figured if I just went with plain Sayori, it would have been Monica. So why is it Yuri then? Does it just default to Yuri if we don't go for Natsuki? Or is it because when I was doing my poems, I picked, you know, it's like think of it like I picked 7 for Sayori, and I picked 2 for Yuri, and then 1 for Natsuki. Wouldn't then, you know, we're going based off of out of 10. So then, because Yuri was next in line to be most appealed to by the poem, she's the one that appears here. But if it was Natsuki, she would appear here. I'm wondering if it's that, or if it just defaults to Yuri if we're not going for Natsuki. Alright, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Octile. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care about, so... Wait, what? To care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, I think this is a good spot to end it. It's been going on for a while. Yeah, this part went on for way too long. You know, that's fine. That's the end for this part of Doki Doki. We're doing a lot of speculating about how the game works and everything. You know, that's cool, because, you know... Yeah.